and it is from my August playlist, but it was screaming at me in Astro, and I was told to shut the radio off last night because the frequencies are interfering with the code upgrading, and Mr. Big was playing when I woke up and in Astro. Not on the radio though, because I didn't have the radio on. Then I turned the radio on. So, very important to be with you, Mr. Big. And we're going to go ahead and go over these cards. The first card out was Ace of Swords, St. Michael's Sword of Truth. And basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I'm getting off of these cards, because that song was really ringing. Okay, so look up the lyrics to Mr. Big, To Be With You. Heightened awareness is what I'm getting off of this card. Heightened awareness, truth revealed. Yes, all the way. New beginning coming. There have been challenges and there may still be, but you're supposed to stay the course. Okay, that's the title of this, and that's from the Two of Cups card, but I'm also getting it off of this card. Stay the course. Truth always wins in the end. Stay loyal, brave, and true through your challenges. And then back here again to truth revealed. Yes, all the way for a new beginning. Okay, and then truth always wins in the end. So keep balanced. You need to go within. Not so much stay in a hermit mode. Remember I said that we're out of that stage. We have to meet people. We have to finish up our assignment here. But just shield yourself. Take time making decisions. Don't rush into anything. Go within. Use your hermit energy. I know you're feeling restless, and you need to just be a messenger and a student. Messenger and student is what I'm getting mostly. You learn something, then you want to pass it on. You're curious, you're thirsty for the truth, and then try to pass it on. But if they're not going to listen, then move on. We've got balance again with the justice energy, and I'm just getting like those sign those documents, read them carefully, is coming off this card with legal matters. Have the right perspective. Stay natural. Because they want you to really stay the course. It's God's plan and yours. It's your soul contract. So that's where we're at. You don't want to deviate off of this soul contract, because then you're just going to have to rewrite it again. Now, if somebody else screws up, that's on them. But you stay the course. I know that you're in an unknowing state because you don't know how to make a choice, because you don't know what to do next. But just take off the blindfold. See yourself at a crossroads. See yourself at a stalemate. The last two videos talked about that. They talked very clearly about that. So if you have not watched the last two videos, please do. And try to watch these every day, because I go with the energy in Astro and then I bring it into the physical avatar for you guys. So this is an action card. You don't sit at the crossroads and do nothing. You choose the best path, again, because of balance, naturalism, right? The contract itself. You're curious, right? So that's how it helps you to make the best choice. Okay, then we're going to go into the cards that weren't on there. We had the new perspective with the Hanged Man and letting go, surrendering. Okay, what are you letting go and surrendering to? Newness, enlightenment. You can reflect on the past, but then move forward, because the past, every time the past comes in, I shut it down. You can do that too. You have to just say stop. Stop playing the old tapes. Okay? Just like if the song keeps skipping. That's in the old days, we had albums where the song would skip over and over again, and we'd have to go move the needle. That's what I want you to do. I want you to move the needle. Stop with the past. We got a positive new earth coming. Okay, so that's what we want to work towards. New again. The word new, the word balance, they're all coming out. But there's nothing bad here. There's Willie. Nothing bad here at all. There wasn't a card here that was bad. It was all just explaining everything. So you want to watch the shorts. You want to watch the shorts and read the lyrics. Feel the energy. Feel the energy. Now on my other deck, we've got the strength card randomly at the bottom. So we want to just use our strength. And it's the 9 of Wands. It's the victory card. So you're going to have strength over the victory. See how the Indian has the wolves in sheep clothing on the stick. No longer running around. And I've told you, we're done with that point. We're now on to, again, the challenges card, the 5 of Swords. We're back to the challenges. Keep balanced. Truth always wins in the end. Be loyal, brave, and true. Okay? So we've got, you got to have strength because we are winning. We have won. Keep balanced, 5 of Swords. And what did I say about getting rid of the past? This is the 6 of Cups. Getting rid of the past. So you see those skeletons on the ground? I'm drawn to the P. Somebody recently maybe passed over or is going to pass over, I'm hearing, with the letter P. But again, it's their past is the past. You can use their bones as necklaces. Remember when we used to do that way back in the day? We used to use their bones as necklaces and their skulls as cups. And I also remember candle holders. Okay, then we have the King of Dynamism, which is the King of Cups. No, King of Swords. But I said King of Cups. So I was drawn to the flower and the hearts like he has sitting in his hand. And he's thinking. See how he's thinking? He's thinking about the castle. He's thinking about the mate. He's got his higher self whispering in his ear. And he's got flowers in his hand, but he does need to get up off the chair and bring all that stuff into reality, into the 4D. And I'm really drawn to her whispering in his ear. Okay, now that hasn't been mentioned about that card for a long time. And again, it's next to the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. That says a lot there. Okay, so we're bringing the 4 of Cups. We're bringing that idea right there. Same thing. Look at that. We're bringing the idea into reality. We're bringing the ideas into reality. Look at that. Those 2 cards are exactly alike for energy. And then here we got the balance card again. So remember, now it's just repeating itself. We're going to the 2 of Pentacles, but I'm getting the balance. Balance. And I'm seeing a number 8 above here. See the 8? And this is the infinity, the balance. 2 of Pentacles. She has to balance out her challenges. And that was right here. Keep balanced, 5 of Swords. So those 2 are very much alike. Okay, then we have the High Priestess in reverse, and we're probably going to wrap it up here because all that's saying is that you're not using your intuition enough. You're still being too matrixy, you're still being too earthly, you're still thinking negative. And I'm going to go back onto this card because I feel like her whispering in your ear. That's what I feel like. That's your warning, and you're getting it just like I got that song whispered to me in Astro or screamed at me in Astro. And when I woke, it was still ringing, but the radio was off. So again, that picture sums it up with her whispering in his ear about bringing that stuff into reality. Sometimes pictures are really good to look at versus looking at me because you can really get what I'm trying to say. So keep balanced and get that intuition turned around. Get it turned around and go towards your Nine of Cups. That's the Nine of Cups. Turn that intuition around. And it's also where, see, she's sitting, and here she's not sitting because it's upside down. And I mentioned that on this card. I said he's got to get up and do something. And then we had action here, Page of Swords, action, Truth Seeker. And we also had action with the Two of Swords here. Okay, you guys, stay positive. Move forward. I am Miss Mystic.